So this game was played last night, and oddly enough, I was able to take the mound with Cliff Lee again, and it was a full game, but you should have seen how bad the connection was in that game. I was just editing that video, and I was just thinking, this is legitimately unwatchable. The connection was so bad, every single hitter that came to the plate and got hits and stuff like that, there was such a big delay. It was just annoying to watch, man. I couldn't watch it, so I know people out there like me, they can't stand watching shit that has bad connection, so I didn't even want to post it. I actually won like fucking 4-0 or something like that. I ended up getting the W, but the game was the worst connection I've ever seen in my life, man. I'm not even joking. It was 100. I should just post it just to fucking make everybody laugh, because it was the worst connection I've ever seen in my life. It was the whole game. It was like an hour and something long. It was the most frustrating game ever as well, because this game isn't, frustrating enough with all the other shit that goes on in this game. Add bad connection onto that, man, you will be you'll have a full head of hair by the beginning of the game, and then by the end you'll be bald as shit. So yeah, man, it was just so unwatchable. I couldn't even stand editing it, so I did not post it. But yeah, I actually played a game after that game last night. Surprisingly, I should have just stormed off the PlayStation, or I should just threw it to the ground and broke the damn thing after that bad connection game. Even though I don't even think it was me, I'm pretty sure it was my opponent, because yeah, I just have a feeling it was my opponent, because I remember at times back in the summer I was having bad, not even really in the summer, even like September and shit. I find that my internet provider has like certain times of the month, sometimes it'll just be, my connection will be so damn bad. But the connection on my computer was alright for the past, or even last night it was fine. Usually when the internet's bad everywhere, obviously. So yeah, I don't even think it was my connection, because the internet on my computer was working and stuff too. But there are certain times my connection is just terrible. But I don't think it was me last night. But yeah, that's just the point, is that I was able to get Cliff Lee to the mound again, so I could, try and get a full game in with Cliff Lee, since his debut game was only like 5 innings. Dude just kind of gave up halfway through the game. But yeah, I was able to get him to the mound like twice in a row, which was a big surprise. So I actually pitched pretty well with him too. I don't think I said that yet. I did pitch pretty well with him. I mean, I think that guy he didn't have the best team or anything. Like, he didn't have all diamonds or anything. I kind of got lucky in that game too. Like, Cliff Lee, dude, you're not gonna be striking a lot of people out when you play with Cliff Lee or something like that. You're just gonna be, getting by with ground balls and pop flies and laser beams off the bat. So I think I gave up a good amount of hits, but I ended up getting the W in that game. But still, it's just kind of been weird what's been happening for the squad ever since McCutchen has joined the team, man. That the winning streak is alive and well is all I can say. It must be at like 8 right now at least. Ever since McCutchen made the debut, however many games that was ago, that is when the winning streak started, and it may even been a couple games before. I think I'm on a bit of a winning streak. It may even been before McCutchen made the debut. But yeah, ever since McCutchen made the debut, I've been just winning games, and the offense has been going off pretty much at the plate. So Matt Garza is on the mound again in this game. This is the new Ubaldo Jimenez. People are probably going to get sick of seeing flashback Garza, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened with Ubaldo. I was getting sick of seeing Jimenez too. Like, if I wasn't sick of seeing him, I still would be playing with him. But yeah, it was just getting a little bit ridiculous, man. Like, every single game he was taking the mound, and everybody was getting sick and tired of seeing him. I was getting sick and tired of seeing him, so he is not in the rotation anymore. But Garza is the new Jimenez. So I don't know, man. Like, I've been doing good with Garza though. So like, Jimenez, I was doing good with too. But I don't know. I really like using this Garza card for some reason. I don't even know why, but I didn't even really like using the flashback Ubaldo Jimenez so much. I don't know. I found that the only pitch that was good on that flashback Jimenez was his fastball and curveball. I didn't really like his slider. Like, I didn't think his slider was that good or anything, even though if that card had good breaks. Some people's sliders don't find that good. So yeah, I didn't really like a lot of his pitches. But this Garza dude, he's been amazing pretty much ever since. Well, he did have a couple of rough outings. I think the first 2 starts he had were pretty bad, but ever since then he's been pretty good. And all of his pitches are amazing, like the curveball and the slider and everything else is pretty damn good. I've been just trying to figure out where to pitch certain people and stuff like that, and just what people are like. If players are going to be chasing shit in the dirt, you got to throw curveballs in the dirt and change-ups in the dirt and shit. If people are chasing the high heat, you got to give them high heat. So once you figure out what you got to do with certain guys, you can do very well with certain pitchers. And Garza has been that way. I've just been using that inside slider against the lefties. That always seems to be effective against, power guys, especially because they just will swing early on it or something. Will just swing and miss most of the time. But yeah, I find that nobody's been able to, not obviously a lot of people have been able to, but not that many people as I would have expected would be catching up to the heater on this Garza. Like, he throws 96. I may have even reached 97. I may be failing by saying that, but maybe just once or twice I might have reached 97 on the gun, but pretty much he's going to be a solid 96. And I find that a lot of people aren't catching up to the heat on this flashback Garza. Like, he doesn't have the best velocity when you look at it or anything, but still, he is kind of blowing people away with the heater so far. I mean, I guess if you're sitting on something off speed, you're not going to catch up to a heater that's 96 or 97. But that's why these cards are good, and that's why Cliff Lee is not that good in my opinion, because you could be sitting on something off speed with that Cliff Lee, and then I'll try and sneak in a fastball or something, and you could just foul it off for something at least. But with people like Garza, or just even those flamethrowers like Syndergaard and stuff, you're not going to be able to sit off speed, then try and sneak in a fastball, and you probably will be missing it by 100 feet. So, yeah, man, this guy, Corey Seager, in his lineup, that is just an annual thing these days. I don't even know what the hell this guy is saying. This guy is getting the jitters on the bases. I've been playing a lot of people lately who have been doing some weird shit on the bases. And Jim Edmonds is back in the lineup in this game. I haven't played with Edmonds in a very long time. He gets his second base hit of this game, now in the 6th inning. Pablo, I've been trying to get him going. A little bit lately, he's been starting to heat up. Like the first couple games, I wasn't, even though this is only like his 4th or 5th game on the squad. The first 2 games, I wasn't doing good at all with him. But the last 2 games or so, I've been getting some base hits and making solid contact too. So right there, that's I don't know if it's going to be the number 1 thing that needs to be gone in this game, but it's one of those damn things that needs to be gone. The umpires are giving you the safe call, and then for some reason the inning ends. So this is only going to get obvious from now, isn't it? It's only going to get obvious. We're in the late innings. I got a sizable lead. Again, I got a pretty decent lead, man. I apologize for the people who are waiting to see a loss. It is just McCutchen has been sparking the offense, and I'm on that winning streak. But yeah, this guy was going to start laying down bunts, I figured. He laid down a bunt. He tried to lay down a bunt with Mookie Betts, I believe that was, but that he wasn't able to get into first base. So I was just going to be playing everybody in pretty much with half-decent speed. If somebody came to the plate with half-decent speed, I was going to be playing everybody in, for not everybody, but the corners in bunt defense for sure. So this was kind of a rarity as well. Fucking McCutchen did not get a base hit in this game. So this is the first game on the squad that McCutchen has not got a base hit. So let the madness continue. That is a bad read off the bat, man. I didn't even know where the fuck that ball was for a second. So that was a huge fail. His Diamond Dynasty player gets into first base on the bunt, and then here we fucking go. This is when the floodgates open, when the bunts will be laid down every 2 seconds. So from now on, doesn't even matter who it is, everybody is playing in. Bring in the outfielders. Bring in everybody. Bring in everybody in the field, because this guy is going to be laying down bunts every 2 seconds, it seems. And thank God he's not able to get a base hit, because there's nothing more annoying other than Ichiro and Corey Seager in this game is when people start laying down bunts and then they're able to capitalize on those fucking bunts. So he's not able to get any runs, which is all I could have hoped and asked for from the score from who was in. Garza wasn't even in anymore. I think it was like Kelvin Herrera or something like that. Or somebody else was in, I'm pretty sure, and he wasn't able to get any runs. So Ryan Braun already has a base hit in this game. So looking for another multiple hit game for Braun. That is his second base hit of the game. That is another game where Braun has put up 2 or 3 hits. So I am not slowing down with this rookie Braun. I was doing amazing with his live series, and I thought that for sure when I got his rookie card I was just going to fold out there. But that has not been the case. I've been swinging just as good as a bat as when I was using the live series too. So now in the 9th, or the bottom of the 8th, he puts in Aroldis Chapman, and I'm not able to get any runs against him. He threw to second base with 2 outs right there. That is strange, but still,
Corey Seager is leading it off to begin the top of the ninth, and I'm able to get him to just hit a little chopper. A little chopper. Is that even a word? Chopper. He hits a little bit of a chopper in front of home plate, but I'm able to get him out. So with one down, yeah, man, I was bringing. Well, I don't know. I think I had everybody playing in at this point in the game, or I didn't right there. But certain guys I knew he was going to lay down bunts with. He wasn't necessarily laying down bunts with every single player, but still. And then after this motherfucker made me wait for almost 5 minutes, this guy paused the game and made me legitimately wait for like 4 minutes for some reason with an 0-2 count in the ninth. So I think he got a little bit angry, man. I think he may have smashed his controller or something because he made me wait 4 minutes with an 0-2 count in the ninth. Garza gets player of the game. And again, a fucking player of the game goes to the pitcher who does not deserve it. Braun, Edmonds, both with 2 hits, couple RBIs, I'm pretty sure. What is even going on?